Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number P50W. This is a 17-foot roll. It's available in a 250-foot roll as well. That would be for doing, many doors, obviously. 17-foot roll in a Kerf-In style Weatherstrip. Okay. In the white finish, that's the W part of the part number, also available in black. This material is, and it's only available in those two roll lengths. 17 foot would give you enough for a 7 foot by 3 foot, 7 foot door, 3.0 by 7.0, 7, 14 plus 3. Okay. Roll looks like this. Comes pinned over. There'll be a little pin stuck in it. Pull that out, and this is what it looks like. Profile looks just like what the image is that's listed on the site. Very high performance capabilities on this in terms of extreme temperatures. Remains flexible down into the very cold, and as a result you'll see this material sold in cold climates, not only the Midwest but up north as well. Dimensionally, let's go over it now. You can see that you've got 5/16 worth of the part that gets curved in only. Then you've got 3/8 projection of the bulb, so you're going to be at 11/16 overall, and that is indeed what we're looking at. You've got a width of the bulb of 7/16. See that? Yeah. Pardon me. This dimension that I'm showing you here, they do have at 7/16. Yeah, I suppose it is. The material is slightly ovalized, but when I were to bring it into a circular shape, its normal status, it would be 7/16. The kerf width is, or the width here is 1/8 of an inch, and that's generally the width of the kerf as well when you're creating it in your frame. This is a material used in existing retrofit installations, upgrading or replacing weather stripping, very typical for that application. Also in new installations, and that right there is what the frame is to look like when you've got it made. So basically you've got your jamb showing up here at the top, then your stop down here, and the stop is going to have a kerf made into it. And when you're done, you can simply insert that material into the frame. They're showing a 5/16 dimension on this material in the drawing, and I would say that you'd be able to compress that down quite significantly. Okay. So since this material will compress down quite significantly, the question is, how much of a gap do you leave? That's a bit open to interpretation. I generally don't leave an excessive gap to compensate for this weather stripping when I've manufactured the material. I find a standard gap, is going to be, work pretty well. 3/16, 1/4 inch. You might want to get the material and test it out first and take a look at it and make your best judgment. You don't want the door to be too hard to get latched in the closed position, nor do you want the margin between the face of the door and the face of the stop prior to installing this to be so great that there is really not significant contact and compression of the weather stripping. So what they're saying here in regards to that is the minimum space between the door face and the stop is 1/16 of an inch. Maximum is 5/16. I'm going to be closer to 1/4 inch, 3/16 on that stuff based on my experience. Makes sense. I'm kind of splitting the minimum and maximum. Thermoplastic elastomer formulation will not transmigrate, remains flexible. I don't know what all that mumbo jumbo means, except to say that it is extremely resistant to exposure to ultraviolet. I think it's going to be more receptive to not degradation with exposure to sunlight and extreme temperatures, I think is what that means. Smoke seal rated, and that's really important as well. You're going to have a lot of doors in commercial applications like hotels and motels that are going to be to have requirements of smoke control ratings on doors. and this material is very commonly used to comply with that sort of rating, in the sense that it's required. And you could even have residential doors, although I can't think of an instance where I've seen it on a residential application where the garage door, attached garage, is a fire rated door, but also listed for smoke or draft control. However, the material would be appropriate for use in that installation. Pemko has a full complement of Kerf-In style weather stripping, so if this is not exactly what you like, feel free to reach out to us and we'll help you sort it out. And if you have any questions on this the P50W or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.